Hello. Uh, so we are back today after a very long time. I've been building some, I'll not say suspense because we know who is coming. Abhiram is coming. Abhiram Chaturvedi is my nephew also, and a gifted writer at the age of 13. And like what I said in the morning, at the age of 13, he has written about 4 books already, and it's absolutely amazing at the work he has done. He is already with us here. So let's see. So Abhiram is here. He'll be joining us in about a couple of seconds now. He's here. Hi Abhiram.
Hello, ma'am. Inviting me. I'm glad to be here. Thank you for giving me a platform to share about my books.
Lovely, lovely. So Abhiram, I was telling everyone, you have Medhavi joining in. Medhavi, lovely to have you online. So okay, my name is Nupur and this is Abhiram here. Abhiram is an author. He's 13 and so a very quick brief about him. See, I have a brief about you. You are 13-year-old. You're in class 8, right? And you're an avid reader. So what kind of books do you read?
So I like to read in the fiction genre. I like to read about science fiction, fantasy, thriller, mystery. I love those type of books.
Amazing, amazing. We'll be talking more about it. And you've actually had a flair for writing. It says since you were 7. So
Yes.
you've written 4 books already. So tell me something about your books. You know the 4 books that you've written. What kind of books that you've written till now? What has been your journey like?
So all of the 4 books, they were in the fiction genre. The first 2 were science fiction, and they were quite simple books. They included an adventure, and actually they were the same set of characters who went on adventures on the same planet. And those books were initially the start of my writing journey as an author. And in the third book, I started getting into the flow. I started using more complex plots and bigger worlds. So the third one was set in a Japanese setting, and it was a fantasy. It was in the fantasy genre. And then the most recent book which I have written, it is the most complex plot. It is actually the first volume of a 3-book series.
Wow,
So
it's a trilogy.
a trilogy series.
Amazing.
It is the first of that.
Yeah, wow. So and you've been published and your books are also available on Amazon in Amazon.com, Amazon.uk, Flipkart. You've won couple proficiency awards every year in school, NSO, IMO, Olympiads. A lot of medals of excellence also. Now, taking a couple of step back, I would probably start by asking you a basic question, which I think everybody, whoever meets you, um, what got you into writing? You know, I mean, like, what
So,
started you into writing?
so basically, even since a young age, I was into reading books. And as I said, I read books about in the fiction genre, the mystery books, fantasy books. And I was really fascinated by their power to transport me into new worlds, new magical worlds, and the gripping stories which evolved in my mind long after I had finished reading the books. So I was really fascinated by that, and I think that is what led me to start making my own worlds and develop my own characters and write own adventures. And then once it developed, it got into a whole journey of writing books.
Amazing. And but you know, it's like 7, and when you start writing, what were you thinking? I mean, what was your thought process? Run us through that.
Yes, so basically, once I got the initial idea, I thought it was a really nice start for a work. And I decided to keep adding on it with new ideas, new stories, new plot points. And before I knew it, I had a whole project, a whole book in mind. So I decided, why not write it down into a whole novel kind of, so I could publish it. I didn't have publishing in mind when I was starting to write the book, but once I saw how much it grew in size, how much I added to the book, I decided yes, it was good to be published.
Wow. And what kind of what kind of support did you have in terms of it? So when you wrote a book, when you started writing, what happened? I mean, run us through in terms of the step process. When you went to your parents for this, what happened then?
So basically, once I had an idea and I had gotten a few more which were related to it, and I decided I could write a book on this. I went to my parents and asked him, like, I have got an idea so and so, and I think it can be developed into a book. So if I start writing this, so they said yes, sure, do so, and supported me. And just because of that, I started writing it in my notebook at first, and once it grew into a full scale project, I decided to copy it down on my laptop on Word documents so I could publish it in the future.
And how much hours were you spending on writing a book at that point? And how old were you? I want to ask this question first.
When
How
I
old were you?
when I published my first book, I was 8 years old.
Oh, amazing. So, what exactly? How much time were you spending on doing this writing every day?
So actually, in my first book, I wrote it all down in my notebook first, so that I could revise it in the future when I was noting it down in the Word document.
Mm-hmm.
So the typing work did take time, but since I already had it written down on my notebook, it was faster than what it could be if I hadn't done so.
So, what is your most inspiring part that you've kind of, as of now, when you've written so many books by now, what has been the most inspiring part of your writing journey?
So I think the most inspiring part of my writing journey has been like, seeing the characters grow from the first page of my book, seeing my book itself grow from the first page and increase in number, amount, volume, increase in complexity, everything to the last page of my book, and then seeing it actually published and in my hand, and just flipping the pages over and seeing all of what I have written. It really motivates me.
So, what happens? How do you develop the character? Or do you associate sometimes with the characters that you develop?
So actually, developing characters, it is more of in the first draft to speak. It is more of letting your creativity flow. So you start by a just a first draft to make a character, describe him and him or her and his emotions, whatever he's going through in the storyline, and then seeing how they progress over the course of time. And once you think you have a personality set for him, once you revise it, you correct their ways of speaking and body language, everything they do in the story to match their fit and fit their personality. And you make certain goals from for them. You make their fears, their aspirations, everything basically around them, so that they feel like a whole character, a human, rather than a figure moving around.
What you're saying is truly inspirational because at your age, that kind of understanding itself requires a lot of maturity. So, how do you go about getting that kind of maturity? Sorry, understanding.
Actually, it is the understanding just comes from my writing experience. Once I keep writing, I get a better hold on what suits and what not. And there are many tutorials and help guides online also, which I can use to see how to make my book more engaging, how to mistakes and plot holes, and everything that revolves around them. So I can implement them into my story and just edit the drafts and refine it more and more till what I think the descriptions and everything they suit better and they're more engaging.
That's amazing. And what about certain, because see, all books, so what is the kind of feedback you've had from your readers as of now?
So the feedback I've had from my readers is mostly positive. That they think my book is really good for my age, and I've developed many complex plot systems and characters, and for my age, they think it's a really nice achievement to have. And they like how my plot progresses, how I've integrated every single plot point into my story, and basically just the entire world, the complexity of what I have made. That's the main thing they like.
So tell me something about your book in detail, and this particular the journey from your first book. You said this particular book, the latest book, is very it's complex in plot. So how did you go about introducing that complexity?
Yes, so from first book, the first, second books were quite simple relatively. They were a usual adventure novel, as you could say, where the characters just followed a linear storyline and they completed an adventure to for their own good, there for the betterment of the world. But from the third and fourth book, I started complicating things. So we got more well-paced characters, we got better worlds. So how that came by, I think is because from the as my understanding of storytelling improved, I became more confident with writing bigger worlds and more complex plot systems. I didn't shy away from all that and including more plot points and everything into my book. It took more time, definitely. It took more brainstorming and everything. In fact, I think that's the reason I spend more time thinking about my book rather than actually typing it, because it takes a lot of time to develop complex plots instead of the linear storylines. So once I started doing that, I just keep having thoughts about my book and how to develop more into it, how to make more story, how to make more plot points and storylines, everything. I just keep thinking about it in my mind and envisioning what it would look like. So when I go to type, I already have what it is, what I have in my mind, and it's really easy to just copy it down in the Word document.
So now my question is, since there's a lot of thinking process which is involved in it, and I mean clearly you have a lot of passion for it as well. How do you balance your studies and with this passion of yours?
So yes, balancing studies with my this writing journey is it's an important task. So I always prioritize studies. I do it before any of this writing, and once all of it is done, once my daily study schedule, whatever I've planned for the day, like my homework, the studying for exams that are coming up. Once all of that is done, whatever free time I have, I devote some of it, a lot of it actually, onto my writing of this book. So whatever free time I have, it's for the book, and whatever free time I don't have, it's for studies.
Nice. And what kind of research do you do for this writing this book?
So for research, it's mostly about topics, or niche topics that I don't know about in the book. So for example, in the start of this fourth book, there was a series of codes and ciphers that you had to follow from the from the computer they had. It was an anonymous link that led you to more and more websites. So I had to research more about the website, how the unknown websites functioned and how they ran, how everything happened, worked in this world of technology, so that it looked realistic for my characters to navigate through them. And it didn't look like there was no basis for this website and it was in the air.
Amazing. That's an amazing journey.
Yes.
And what kind of support structure did you have for this, for writing the book, for this writing journey? Uh,
I had a lot of support from my parents, friends, teachers, everyone. They supported me in this journey throughout all the time, and they didn't object when I was spending too much time on the computer. Uh, Maybe a little times, but usually not, because I knew I was typing the book, and I usually stopped it myself once I was done. But they supported me throughout the journey, and it was a nice contribution to publishing this book.
Wonderful. And is it possible to get also your parents online right now?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello.
Hi, Bobby. Hi. So thank you so much for this, for actually helping us talk to Abhiram. He is truly inspirational. We'll continue talking to him. But I do want to ask you, how has your journey been in supporting him? Because I think it's both a child, a prodigy. He's truly a prodigy, but then it is also your contribution which has made all the difference.
Yeah, yes, we have been supportive through all his journey. My main concern was balancing his routine. Like, he has his studies and he has to write, then he has to go out for games as well. Then sometimes we have other plans of outings. So, balancing everything, juggling between this and that, how to manage his time. So, yes, that has been the main concern. And throughout his journey we have kept this open communication, always try to understand, yes, what is he going through, what are his pressures, how can we give a support. So this has always been a concern. And while he is into writing, sometimes he keeps on writing endlessly, so we have to keep a check, keep him reminding, okay, take a break now. So all these supports, I believe, yes, they have helped him.
Absolutely. I'm very, very sure of the confidence and the passion with which he talks about his books. I'm clearly, and I think he is very, very thorough, and I completely adore him for this. What advice would you give? Sorry.
Sorry. So we've always given him a free hand in his writing, in any pursuit he wants to take up. So yes, he owns all his success. It is totally his credit. Yeah.
And absolutely, that is true. That is completely true. So, what advice would you give to parents who do want to support but sometimes are also scared of? Because I'm sure there would be societal pressures about whether my child should be focusing on studies or should we actually let him pursue his passion. So there are challenges that parents face. So, how would you
Yeah.
guide the parents out there?
That is definitely there, but then I would suggest that you should have full faith in your child. You should believe in him. If he has some passion, just let him be himself. Just give him a chance, encourage him, support him, have faith in him, and just give him some, I would say, just give him the wings to fly and just see how much height he can or she can reach. So I would
Absolutely.
always say yes. So be supportive, encourage them. And when I say supportive, it's not just one time, it is throughout the journey. Every time you have to assert and reassert, yes, you are doing good, you can do it. So that is the
Amazing.
support they require.
Beautiful, beautiful piece of advice. I think I cannot, nobody could have said it better, that it is unconditional support, which is very much required. Just one last question to Abhiram I have
Yeah.
is, what is the piece of advice that he would like to give his peers who want to pursue the same writing journey, and how can they take it up, how can they create this into a reality dream of writing a book?
So the advice I want to give to my peers who want to write is basically don't give up on your story. Every story matters, and once you add the plot points and everything, you can even the smallest plot point you think which is the most simplest and it doesn't have any potential. Even if you think that it can still go on to be a bestseller if you add enough work to your story, if you do enough hard work, if you don't give up on yourself and keep on going till the end, I think you can go big as well.
Amazing, beautiful. Thank you so much, Abhiram. I think I'm getting requests for people. Vibha Pandey wants to join in. I'll accept her.
For to add on that, he has already motivated two of his friends. They are into writing now.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. So you
Yes.
started.
Hi.
Hi, Vibha. Hi.
I joined long back, but then I requested to join. So, Abhiram, it is so lovely hearing you. And we all know what is your journey. And thanks to you that you are hosting him. It's really pleasure.
Pleasure.
So, I just want to give him best wishes.
Thank you so much, Vibha, for joining and giving that message. It is a great, I mean, all of us, I think, Bhavi is doing a wonderful job, and Abhiram has been I mean, don't have words. He's so clear, and thank you, Vibha, for encouraging us for this particular. And Abhiram, your journey is, it's just beginning. I mean, it's starting, and we are just onlookers, we are very glad that we are seeing here and just looking at you and a part of your journey to just be here. So thank you for making us a part of
So
your
I
journey.
have others also who want to talk to him.
Yes,
So we are three of
please,
us.
by all means.
Hey Abhiram, how are you?
Fine. Thank you.
Best wishes for your new book launch.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, बेटा. नमस्कार जी.
Namaste ji,
हाँ,
namaste.
thank- हाँ जी. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपकी न्यू बुक के लिए. बहुत बहुत बधाई हो. बेस्ट ऑफ लक.
ठीक है.
धन्यवाद.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for these encouraging words for Abhiram and coming onto this program. And thank you, Abhiram. I will, yeah. So thank you so much, Abhiram. And this is us. Yes, thank you so much. This is us for now. Abhiram, any final words you have to say to everyone who is watching you right now, and to everyone who will watch you in future, because this will be on my.
That you have a goal, passion that you want to pursue, and don't hold back in doing so.
Lovely. Thank you so much, Abhiram. Very crisp, very, very categoric. Shine brightly, because you are meant to shine brightly. You're a star and you'll always be a star. Right? Thank you so much and take care. All right?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Bye-bye.